The Brown family put on a united front for years, or at least that's what the TLC cameras attempted to portray. Beneath the surface of family vacations, meals together, and spiritual unions, a silent chasm was spreading like rot under plasterboard. It all began with a commercial endeavor called My Sister Wife's Closet, which was meant to bring them all together. Upon the first debut of the online shop, viewers were informed that it was a collaborative endeavor aimed at providing financial empowerment to all the wives, particularly as polygamy put a strain on their finances. Mary, Janelle, and Christine helped with design concepts, marketing, and strategy, while Robyn was purportedly the creative lead. Cody talked passionately about the legacy of the family. Customers were met with radio silence, orders were not fulfilled, and the boutique soon stopped updating. However, something even more sinister was taking place behind the scenes. Hey, hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel TLC Flicks. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. A much worse image was drawn by a now-leaked cache of internal papers, video, and email exchanges purportedly from a former production assistant. Early on, Robyn seemed to have taken complete control of the company's finances. Financial documents show that more than $220,000 was transferred to business development expenses from the family's personal credit lines and joint LLC. However, there were no inventory receipts, no reports of advertising, no staff payroll records. What was the only thing that was obvious? A trend of money transfers and withdrawals from Robyn's personal accounts. The true tragedy occurred when viewers learned that Janelle's youngest daughter, Savannah Brown, was one of the most innocent family members who was directly impacted by the hoax. Cody and Robyn were captured on hot mics having a private conversation while filming in Flagstaff, according to leaked audio from an unaired episode that was never intended for public consumption. Robyn was pacing the bedroom in agitation. Cody nodded and sat quietly. "Janelle is requesting assistance once more," Robyn remarked sternly. "She is requesting funds for Savannah's graduation preparations, including travel, pictures, a gown, and a hat. You are aware of her temperament." Cody whispered, "She believes the family fund still functions as it did before." Robyn's tone became cold. "Our goal is to rename the closet. We must be strategic. Savannah's belongings are extra. Janelle has the option to pay for it herself if she so chooses." There was silence in the room. Cody then let out a sigh. "All right. Savannah will be removed from the budget." Outrage broke out when the clip was discovered months later. The fans were taken aback. Savannah, who had a reputation for being quiet and deeply devoted to her mother, had unwittingly been sacrificed for a company that had vanished. Unaware of the betrayal at the time, Janelle had persisted in her efforts to maintain harmony within the family. Her forbearance, however, broke as the reality became clear. Her voice cracked with anguish and rage on a deleted Instagram Live. "They informed me that the family was a single entity. All of us made sacrifices. We all contributed. However, they refused to provide my daughter the few $100s she needed. Robyn was spending our money on new outfits and business trips in the meantime." Other sister wives began sharing notes when the financial irregularities started to pile up. After suffering cruel mental isolation and being mostly silent for years, Mary published a mysterious blog post titled, "The Cost of Trust. You give without expecting sometimes. It's for the greater good, you hope." That isn't sisterhood, though, when generosity is used as a weapon or as a means of exploitation. That is theft. Fans made the connection right away. Meanwhile, Christine provided her own kind of subdued affirmation. She was questioned about My Sister Wife's Closet during a podcast interview. Her response was subdued yet disastrous. "I made an effort to assist with the business. I advised hiring experts and promised to handle marketing." Robyn, however, wanted it her way. "We were not permitted to inquire. In retrospect, I believe it was always intended to belong to her." Robyn, on the other hand, said nothing at all. Legal documents that were acquired by a whistleblower and shared with a fan podcast served as the smoking gun. As early as 2016, these documents revealed an LLC reorganization that covertly stripped Janelle and Christine of all ownership interest in My Sister Wife's Closet. Only as a brand contributor, not as a financial partner, did Mary's name remain. On the other hand, Cody was added to the company as an executive liaison, a nebulous role that gave him access to accounts without any legal ramifications, while Robyn listed herself as the sole management member. This documentation also showed another disturbing detail. Robyn allegedly used the money for inventory restocking and brand development to obtain several personal loans secured by family property in Las Vegas. However, it appears that no fresh merchandise was actually bought. Where is the money now? Money deposited into personal bank accounts. High-end purses. Sedona boutique shopping. Reservations for trips to California, all tagged as business research. The other wives were having a hard time making ends meet while all of this was going on. The fallout was seismic. According to reports, TLC started to distance itself from the brand. Filming for the future was temporarily put on hold. According to insiders, the network threatened to cut Robyn off from the upcoming season unless she gave up access to the business accounts. Janelle returned to Utah, close to Christine, after leaving her rental in Flagstaff. Mary became completely autonomous after removing her getaway property from the Brown LLC. With the following caption, Christine shared an unscripted Instagram story of Savannah wearing a graduation cap. Some individuals interrupted her. Others encouraged her. Can you guess which one I was? Cody gave a defense interview in response to growing public pressure. Families have to make difficult choices. Not everybody is aware of the whole picture. I love each of my children equally. However, the harm had already been done. With a ferocity not seen since Robyn's early days on the show, fans turned against her. Cut Off Savannah started to gain popularity as a rallying cry rather than a joke. Rumor has it that Janelle is taking legal action over the money mismanagement. According to some rumors, Christine and Mary might join in order to get paid back for the money invested in a company that never lived up to its promises. Robyn's social media accounts vanished. The upcoming season of Sister Wives is reportedly going to be the most raw and unfiltered yet, with producers even considering exposing the leak itself as part of a bombshell episode. TLC has not yet made an official statement on the matter. Supporters are awaiting. Savannah too? According to Janelle, she was accepted to a university with complete financial support from scholarships and the kindness of strangers who saw her worth when others didn't. In a recent post, Janelle stated, they attempted to cut her off. However, Savannah? She can't be stopped. And there's more. Stars of Sister Wives fans make fun of Cody and Robyn Brown for their oddball interior design choices, and they currently reside in a $2.1 million mansion in Flagstaff, Arizona, that is full with eccentricities. Haters may be nasty. I must admit that not all of Cody and Robyn's design decisions are quite tasteful. Taste is subjective, of course. Whether or not society agrees, a person likes what they enjoy. Therefore, it isn't really that significant that other people don't enjoy all of Robyn and Cody's themed rooms and gewgaws. What matters most is how the Sister Wives couple feels about their house. The strange things they added to their old house are probably still on display at their new showroom. Life is more than just designing interior spaces that make the cover of Architectural Digest. Although that elegant look has its place, there is also space for a lot of kitsch and individuality outside of that hoity-toity attitude. Take Las Vegas, which is fantastic despite being garish. Sometimes bad design can be good. In a thread created by SodaPop88, a Redditor expressed disapproval of Cody and Robyn's taste, calling it a 90s fever dream. But that's only one viewpoint, and to be honest, garish fashion can be entertaining. Cody and Robyn's previous Flagstaff home, which they finally sold for $1.9 million, featured a bedroom that looked like it belonged in a budget hotel in Las Vegas. Look up at that bedroom. The Excalibur, which resembles a Fisher-Price toy castle with turrets, is one of the well-known lodging options on the Las Vegas Strip that is reminiscent of Cody and Robyn's regal bedroom. One could say that the silver headboard and purple area rug, with their dull metallic sheen, are excessive and unappealing. But perhaps this private place is meant for fantasy, like flirtatious role-playing. Although there is no evidence to support this, Cody and Robyn might like pretending to be king and queen in private. Perhaps Cody and Robyn have a very heated relationship. A more tactful response would be that they find the bedroom's design quirky and romantic. That's perfectly okay. Disdaining others for having poor taste is snobbish. Nobody ought to do that. While it's acceptable to laugh a little at truly ridiculous decor, Cody and Robyn are also people. Cody is still mourning the death of his son, Garrison Brown, at this time. Cody isn't a robot, but he probably doesn't care much about what other people think of his home decor and accessories. Like everybody else, he is susceptible to injury. An internet detective used a virtual tour of Cody and Robyn's former house while it was for sale to determine exactly how it appeared in another Reddit thread that Mindful Nugget began. This made what is often private visible to everyone who viewed the Reddit thread. Cody and Robyn's extravagant lifestyle has long been discussed, and it's possible that the rumors about their extravagant lifestyle are accurate. A statue of a woman with her eyes closed may be seen in the image above. The windowsill is where it is located. In some ways, it's a strange sculpture, but what's intriguing is how much it resembles Robyn. Perhaps it represents Robyn shutting her eyes to all the negativity she encounters. Why shouldn't she? People who don't even know her tear her to pieces. She isn't a homewrecker, despite the fact that some people may harass her online because they believe she wrecked the Brown family. Like all the other wives, Robyn was a polygamous wife. Was it her fault if Cody loved her so much that he made unfair decisions because he favored her? Perhaps not. Clashing themes such as Tomorrowland, Fantasyland, and other lands at Disneyland give their home a feel akin to an amusement park. But the design at Disneyland is excellent. Designers and Disney Imagineers collaborate to build a fantasy world that anybody can explore. The topics aren't presented as artistically at Cody and Robyn's house. Because of this, their chambers with cowboy themes stand out sharply from other decor, such as the previously stated royal bedchamber. Perhaps this explains why they receive so much criticism. According to one Redditor on the previously stated topic, Cody and Robyn are likely criticized for their poor taste because most homes don't actually have themed rooms. Similar to Cody and Robyn's Walmart rug, which is displayed above, the pair is too simple to make fun of because of their small amount of kitsch. The above-mentioned living area is tidy and appears cozy. It's a bit too Western for some people's tastes, but it's not a design disaster. It appears to be a nice spot to hang out and watch a game. But it's not lovely to me. They clearly took care to select a rug that complemented their hefty leather furnishings, demonstrating that they do. It's for them, not for me, therefore I'm happy they like their home design. If you wish to follow in Cody and Robyn's footsteps, you can easily find their Lone Star area rug at Walmart. However, what about the wall hanging above that is adorned with crystals and seashells? Perhaps it is truly unique. This oddball decoration has a handmade appearance, even if its provenance is unknown. Although the piece is a little overdone, it isn't extremely objectionable. Because so many of the jewels and seashells are hot glued onto the board or otherwise attached to the background, their beauty is hidden. Despite being a tight rectangle, this wall hanging is enormous. Although it does display some of nature's most exquisite creations, it is not as beautiful as works of art. As seen in the top photo, it adds some glitz to the foyer, but it doesn't appear all that elegant. Cody and Robyn appear to be interested in Western lore, which might be fascinating. They put a bow and arrow over a window in one room. It appears to be a very classic piece. It might be an antique. There are recurring Western elements throughout Cody and Robyn's decor, such as the bow and arrow and the Lone Star rug, which has a Texas cowboy feel. The couple's jewelry is the next item. Each features a stallion-themed David Yurman signet ring. Although it may seem a little tacky to hang a weapon that is meant to cause harm or death, bows and arrows have intriguing symbolic meanings. They are likened to rainbows in certain native tribes. They are also seen as a representation of both the feminine and the masculine. The lady, with her curves, is the bow, while the male is the arrow. Therefore, a bow and arrow has a romantic component, even though Robyn and Cody may not be aware of it. Given how significant their romance has been to their lives, this is appropriate. In actuality, Cody's love for Robyn has cost him dearly. For instance, he may have secretly wished for 3 of his wives to leave. Perhaps because they didn't meet his expectations of what a partner should be, Cody realized his journey wasn't with them. Given his innate sense that something wasn't right, he might have destroyed those ties. Cody is now with the woman he does think is the ideal fit for him. Robyn claims that he is also attempting to ruin their relationship, but perhaps she is being too harsh on Cody. He might be carrying some remorse from the past. Robyn has always been the object of his intense devotion, as if she were a princess from a fairy tale. He has never lied to Robyn or cheated on her. His vows to adore her have never been broken. It's difficult to find this kind of concern and honesty. Cody has been like a prince to Robyn. He simply never falters. He will not spare her for anyone. Therefore, even though Cody is mocked for favoring Robyn, at least his love for her is genuine. His occasional emotional swings are less significant than his integrity with Robyn. He is not a hypocrite in terms of his inner self. Robyn is told by Cody that he truly loves her. That, perhaps, is this man's greatest beauty. I hope it's a lifelong relationship between Robyn and Cody. In another reality, Cody might receive a reward for his affection. Cody still has romantic feelings for his wife in a world full of liars and cheaters. She is exalted by him. When he would like to conserve, he lets her spend. He's a nicer and softer person with Robyn. This type of love, which is reminiscent of a Disney tale, is not commended for the sister wives patriarch. Fans ought to think about granting him a reprieve, though. This type of love is likely idealized by many sister wives watchers who watch Disney cartoons or romantic comedies. In reality, Cody is very similar to those princes. Sadly, he was unable to be a royal for 4 ladies. But then, the fairy tale of pure love doesn't typically demand much of a man. Stars of Sister Wives Season 19. How does Janelle Brown truly feel about her ex-husband? In 2022, she and Cody Brown broke their spiritual marriage. Because Janelle's mother was married to Cody's father, the two have a special bond. After 29 years of marriage, they had 6 kids together. Cody's partiality for Robyn Brown, his 4th wife, and his tense relationships with their children increased tensions. Their breakup in 2022 resulted from Janelle's individualism colliding with Cody's authority. Citing financial difficulties and neglect, Janelle now prioritizes independence after the breakup. Janelle had a friendly but superficial relationship with Robyn while she was married to Cody. Janelle felt marginalized because she believed Robyn was getting too much attention and resources since Cody gave Robyn priority, particularly after Christine Brown left in 2021. By December 2022, Janelle and Cody had split up, with Janelle pointing to his financial problems and carelessness. Janelle and Cody were momentarily united in their grief following the untimely death of their 25-year-old son, Garrison Brown, in 2024, but Janelle's relationship with Robyn remained strained. The Sister Wives Season 19 star is now embracing her freedom and concentrating on her own journey, which is different from Cody and Robyn's. Janelle was brutally honest about her marriage's demise at the recent Sister Wives Season 19 tell-all special. She expressed her belief that Cody tended to be a villain to keep Robyn safe. He was much meaner than he used to be, she said, and she believes he did it to divert everyone's attention from Robyn. He wanted people to concentrate on him instead of Robyn since they were upset with her. Janelle believed that Cody gave his life to keep his favorite wife safe. Her theory was called the gospel according to Janelle. When Sister Wives Season 19 hosts Sukanya, Suki, Krishnan, Janelle didn't think twice about answering the tell-all special's question about whether she could ever be friends with Cody and Robyn. The single mother made it apparent that she was not interested in dating Robyn or Cody in any way. She clarified that she wasn't interested in hanging out with Robyn or Cody, even though she was more than capable of being friendly with him. Janelle said, "I just don't like In case that wasn't obvious enough, Janelle hasn't cut off contact with the entire Brown family, even though she may not want to be friends with Robyn and Cody. Janelle and Christine have become closer since she left Cody. Through supporting one another while they were apart, their bond grew stronger. Janelle was assisted in moving to North Carolina by Christine and her new husband, David Woolley, and they even went on a trip together. Christine appreciates Janelle's practical approach, while Janelle respects Christine's independence. Despite living far apart, Janelle and Christine have relied on one another for emotional support as they celebrate their newfound independence and the difficulties of co-parenting. While Janelle and Mary Brown, Cody's ex-first wife, get along well, Janelle and Robyn have a strained and aloof relationship. Robyn rarely sees Janelle, who split from Cody in 2022, preferring to concentrate on her family and independence. Janelle feels that Robyn and Cody abused her kids during the COVID-19 epidemic, which is the root of their tense relationship. Cody and his 4th wife ended up severing touch with some of the older children because they were so stringent about viral mitigation. Janelle's problems with Robyn were made worse by her erratic storytelling during Sister Wives Season 19, as her conflicting accounts undermined family trust. Especially when it came to Cody's ties with Janelle's and Christine's children, her attempts to mediate his tense relationships with his adult offspring frequently made matters worse. Cody's older children were frequently resentful because they believed Robyn's children were given preferential treatment by their father. By 2025, Robyn is still Cody's only wife and leads a monogamous existence after Mary, Janelle, and Christine have all left him. When Janelle and Cody were still married, they belonged to a large tribe. There was never a lack of people around because Cody had 4 wives and 18 children at the height of his polygamy. Janelle left the Brown family as a whole and the plural lifestyle when she left Cody. Janelle liked polygamy more than her sister wives did. It was difficult for her to go because she enjoyed the way of life. Janelle has had to cultivate social ties with people outside of her former family since she went out on her own. The Sister Wives Season 19 star has been hanging out with her girlfriends more and more lately. Recently, Janelle celebrated her 56th birthday by going on a road trip with her girlfriends, and she shared pictures from the trip on Instagram. According to Janelle's caption, "When you have friends who show up to a birthday trip last month, ready to bring the laughs. Tonight I'm grateful for friends old and new." In the pictures, Janelle and her pals are seen having a blast while sporting t-shirts and branded matching hats. The Sister Wives Season 19 star is currently creating her own social network, but in the past, Janelle would have spent her birthday with the large Brown family. Let us know in your comments. And stay tuned by subscribing our channel to get more updates like this. Thanks everyone.